Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Ritt. I'm an artist and a tarot reader, and this is our weekly collective reading. Okay. Okay, so what I'm seeing and what I'm receiving first are that we're kind of having to trust in what we know. Trust in what we know at a gut level, at a soul knowing level. And I'm seeing that with the moon. Moon is a watery, intuitive, psychic energy. And what I'm getting is that we're having to facilitate the rituals, the I don't know, the conduct, it's a funny word. We're having to facilitate our own kind of grounded interactions with ourselves. So that might be I'm getting ritual. Ritual is coming up. So how we communicate with the divine, how we receive that divine knowing, and what we choose to facilitate with that. I feel like we're having to really trust our instincts and also just keep the peace with ourselves and maybe with those around us as well. There's just this feeling of maintaining, instinctively maintaining, intuitively maintaining with the moon, and doing whatever rituals, whatever daily practices, whatever grounding practices feel best for us. We're having to draw on all of these divine practices and nudges, intuitive nudges to really get us through and maintain. So that's like this, and it feels kind of like it's in the background. It's a bit of a constant. And then also, it feels as if there are new things that are inspiring us, new visions coming through, new possibilities coming through, even as they are not yet fully manifested. We may be having to either go inward with them or kind of go it alone, or just what I'm getting is we're carrying a lot. It's like, funny message. It's like we're carrying a lot on our backs, and that also includes these visions coming through, these inspirations. It's like there's a lot in gestation. So yeah, it feels like, again, two layers so far. One is like quietly, intuitively maintaining, and that may be through ritual, through practices. And by ritual, I mean that in the broadest sense. I mean, get up in the morning, have a cup of coffee. That's a ritual, having an altar, doing your practices with that. Those are other rituals. Whatever things that we do day to day to day that ground us, that keep us focused and clear and guided, I feel as if we are relying on those. So that's a layer of this. And also, new things are coming to us, new vision, new insight, new clarity. But it is kind of it feels almost as if it's guarded or internal. It's not yet like, here I am, it's a little bit more reflective. It feels like there's just a lot going on internally right now. So, but again, exciting stuff too. So that's what I'm getting there. And we have this beautiful star energy. Star speaks to that. It's like a very kind of beautiful, lofty, high feeling energy, inspired, We have this beautiful bird here as well, and this Also, yeah, that orange is speaking to me too. So the things that we desire to manifest, it may be that there's new desires are coming to us, new visions, new desires, new things to implement. I'm feeling that as well. So that's what I'm getting with this star. And also just Nine of Pentacles. Nines, too. Nine is a visionary number. So we've got Nine of Pentacles reversed and the Hermit. Hermit is a kind of an internal, reflective energy. So there's that. And I'm also just getting that internal energy with the inverted thing going on here with Nine of Pentacles. So here we have kind of a wealth and that self-contained, independent feeling. But I'm getting that it's like, and Pentacles also are Earth, so material realm, manifested things. It feels like gestation, you know? Also just receiving messages. So messages, visions, new things that we desire for ourselves, receiving, not yet outward or fully grounded or here I am, but again, in gestation. So interesting. It's like new seeds are being planted. So I'm going to see what else is going on for us. Kind of a perfect time to think about planting new seeds, as it's spring is really just around the corner. So I feel like that's maybe also a part of this spring energy. Okay, yeah, I'm also getting So I'm actually getting two opposing energies here. This guy, who came up in our last reading, Page of Swords, yeah, it does. It feels almost as if there will be a period of taking action. You know, kind of like maybe as we come out of this more solitary mode, there will be a period of taking action, which again just feels so spring to me. You know, the whole concept of winter and hibernating and reflecting and kind of having things lie dormant and then bursting open with spring, you know, feeling the warmth, the new life, the opening up, going outdoors, doing new things, being a little bit more active and a little bit more, maybe a little bit more awakened is what I'm getting. Yeah, actually. So there's this energy. This is a younger energy. So swords are also air. So, and what I'm getting this time around too is, again, wanting to implement, wanting to further our visions. So that's a part of this. And then we have Ace of Cups reversed. Now, this is also, this feels like a very, very full, very spiritually aligned, very peaceful kind of energy. You know, the more I think about it, the more I realize this isn't really opposed to this, like I first said. It's reversed here. It's maybe just more of that feeling that like we've been finding ways to fill our cups, right? And again, this is a watery energy. Ace of Cups, also water, right? So we've been finding ways to ground ourselves, keep the peace, do our daily practices, feel comfortable, go inward, reflect, all of that good stuff that also feels spiritually aligned. And it almost feels like with the reversal, and then this energy here, it almost feels as if we're going to be entering a new period of doing and implementing. And this page is also about taking on challenges, right? So it's younger energy, it's challenging energy, it's enthusiastic energy, it's questioning energy. It's the intellect is very awake and alive with this page. And I am, once again, being drawn to this beautiful purple that speaks to that third eye psychic intuitive energy as well. So it's like we're going to be implementing maybe some of the things that were in gestation just a short time ago. And I do have to mention, as I often do, time is very wonky here. So it may be that some of us are already feeling this and we're kind of coming out of our hibernation period. It may be for others, this is at the tail end of this week, or, you know, a little farther down the road. It's ostensibly a weekly collective reading, but I find as these play out in real time for me, the ways in which I experience my readings can be kind of staggered or not at all as I was expecting, as I maybe talked about here. It's very different to have it play out in real time. So some of us may still be deep in that feeling of hibernation. Some of us may have already come out of that. It is a bit like, because this is a collective reading, each of us are going to experience this differently, and different pieces of this will land differently. Some may not land for everyone. So that's a part of it too, but I am getting this very distinct hibernation and coming out of hibernation and doing. So reflecting versus doing. And there's a time for both. There's absolutely a time for both. So I'm going to see if there isn't anything else to kind of cap this reading. So even though there's maybe just a couple layers here, it does feel very full. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting a couple things. And the words that are coming to me are, we're going to be exercising our freedom, our independence, our power, our autonomy. There's something very powerful in the doing and the implementing of things. So I'm getting that with these two energies here. You know, I also feel like, so judgment is actually, there's this feeling of rising up and really heeding the calling to live our life as we were intended to live it individually. So that's a part of this. But I'm also just getting the kind of the continuity here with the rising sun. I feel as if there's something really beautiful about this that's speaking to implementing our visions. So it feels as if the doing, the implementing of our plans, our visions, and maybe even just being more active in general, you know, waking up to the springtime, feeling the pleasure, the excitement of being physical on this earth plane. There's something about that and being active in that feels freeing and empowering and like we're fulfilling something. And I think that's what I'm getting with these beautiful sunrise images. It's like the fulfilling of dreams, the fulfilling of desires. So also freeing ourselves up that way. So I feel like this is I'm just going to say upcoming energy. This feels like upcoming energy, at least for most of us. You know, some of us might already be getting glimpses or feeling this energy more prominently, but it also just, it feels like coming out of hibernation. That's what I get. And also, we have King of Rods. This is fire energy. Fire speaks to personal power and confidence, and I am getting this. I know this message has come up before, but again with this beautiful purple and bursting open, and it is a very sexual feeling energy as well. Fire is sexuality and the wildness of that and the adventure of that. I feel like that's also a part of this, but also leading intuitively. I'm getting that with this beautiful purple here. So, yeah, and again, the springtime is all about that. The springtime is about enjoying our freedom, you know, feeling our physical presences and the pleasures of springtime, you know, all of the pleasures of springtime. I feel like this energy with this energy, this orange is really grabbing me too. So orange speaks to sacral chakra energy, sexual energy, fulfilling of desires. So I keep getting, that is also a thread within this reading. Yeah, how beautiful. And actually, it almost feels as if we've gotten glimpses for ourselves of springtime energy. And it may be that more of us are going to be kind of waking up and tuning into the warmer weather, again, the beauty and aliveness of spring. So coming out of hibernation, I keep getting that. And I'm also just getting the words, the cycle of the moon. So I feel like this is a very cyclical feeling reading. You know, it makes sense that the seasons are a cycle. You know, the moon has cycles. We're following our intuition with the moon's energy. You know, that's a part of this. Letting that really speak to us and letting ourselves feel it, you know, just deep in our bodies. So, yeah, really beautiful. I'm going to see if there isn't maybe just anything else before I kind of finish this reading. I feel like I'm getting just a little bit more of what's already here before me with Four of Swords. And it's kind of like this. This is a hibernative energy, right? And it's kind of tilted, you know, and it's touching this. Fire is also just very, it's very hot. It's very alive. It's the opposite of ice. It's, again, the opposite of snow and ice, you know, winter energy. I'm also just getting this message, waking up intuitively. So again, we have this beautiful purple, purples and pinks. There's again, even in this swords, which are air, right? So they speak to the mind, but I'm feeling the warmth of these colors. So again, yeah, waking up intuitively, feeling our power, feeling the pleasure of doing and implementing, and really just feeling the fullness of life, the fullness of spring, the fullness of whatever creative and intuitive forces we're letting into our lives, really letting those blossom like springtime. So yeah, I think I'm going to stop this reading here, and I hope that this has been helpful. I hope that at very least bits and pieces of it have resonated with you. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't yet subscribed and you're interested in seeing more of these, I do these once a week, pretty regularly. So go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you on board. And if you're interested in supporting the work that I do and this channel in a monetary sense, go ahead and check out my Patreon. The link is down below. And I will see you again soon. Happy spring. Happy approaching spring. Bye for now.